cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Panthers. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, from the home of the reigning NFC champs, there's a look at Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A second down throw for Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Sean Smith is absolutely the prototype of what they call the long corner. Tall, plenty of length in his arms, and the ability to bat away passes.
Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. Jameis now on first down. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Carr to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On the defensive side of the ball, we get a look at the starters for Tampa Bay. And, Charles, how about Vernon Hargreaves?
A pick they were excited to make because in their division, they've got to have guys who can slow down some of the best receivers in the league. And Vernon Hargreaves fits that profile. Very sharp, very intelligent. He operates well on the corner.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And able to find Decker. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And now a first down following that long gain. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler, Brent Grimes, brings him down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On second down, here's Carr. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
All right, here we go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now a play fake here on first down. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Evans. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Second down, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Jameis now on first down. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back to the ground, Martin. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They come out here in the I. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in position. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the hurdle that time, a great hurdle. Gives them the extra ground to gain for the first.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down.
Now that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012. They go play action here on first down. This caught by Royal. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On second down, Martin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400 yards, second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of him.
Now he feels good. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
All right, here we go.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
They come up in an offset eye. They go back to Stewart on first. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give him even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Stewart is the lone setback. Now they'll throw with Carr. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Throwing his car on third down. And able to find Decker. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They come out here in the I. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On play action, now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The stop made by the Bucs' leading tackler in 2015, Levante David. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Mike 5. Zebra.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. Looking for Evans. turns, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Stewart is the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Hey, we're going to rally here. Rally. Hello, baby. Alert. Alert. Check 15.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to air one out. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On play action, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will be brought down. His time is now okay. So Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Come the Panthers, they'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Play clock winding down. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Martin. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'm just going to say his name, Luke Kuechly. Now, the fans, when he's playing at home, boy, do they respond when he makes a play, don't they?
And, boy, and why wouldn't they respond? You look at his career so far, most tackles of anybody since 2012, 591 coming into this year.
I'm going to do it anyway. Luke. And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Winston with a give to Martin. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a second down throw for Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
One man in the backfield, that's Martin. Jameis to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Winston. It's caught. Eddie Royal. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the seemingly endless drive continues. From the red zone now, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hey, got 3.
Following the interception, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the...
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. And so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And they'll run it here. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, it's Martin. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And we're back now in Charlotte. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. So a costly penalty marker, and it's now 3rd and 11. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Winston bringing it in. Jackson left side. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
We got three, fellas. We ready.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They come out here in the eye.
Red 18. Hey, we're going to rally.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
7 yards to go on second down.
Watch left. Start right there. All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Zebra.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Zebra. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Come on, baby. Alert.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye.
Red 18. Come on, baby. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Zebra.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And some space here. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. They'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And the coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. He's back to throw. Over the middle to Evans. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Winston. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.